So what do we got today?
Well, we got with us today Chris's 2025 TRD Pro, a very, very cool truck. If you remember Chris, and I don't know if any of you guys do, I don't actually think we did a video on his R32 GTR.
We didn't. A very clean R32.
Oh, so Chris kind of came into our lives months and months and months ago, rocking a very beautiful R32 GTR, and it actually looked like Robert's. We chased this guy through Maryville, trying to get him to stop because a long time ago I built a GTR for Robert.
Yeah.
He wanted to buy into a business or purchase a business for his wife. He ended up selling it in order to get that money. It went to a Mecum auction in Indianapolis back in 2020. And since that day, Robert has been looking to find it. And here we are, 89 GTR. It's got the right stance. It looks proper. It's the right color. Beautiful condition, just like Robert's was.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were chasing this guy down. That's actually how we made introductions. Well, fast forward, we get the shop open. We're doing our thing. And we get a phone call from him. And he's like, hey, I'm not going to have you guys tune the ECU because he had a standalone he was thinking about. He's like, I actually have to sell it. And so I'd like you to do a one-over on it. So we took it on in. We found a couple little issues with it before he went to sell that we went and rectified, took care of for him. And that's actually how we got to know him. And we asked him, right? Because you can't go from an R32 GTR to like a Corolla.
Not normally.
No.
I mean, I don't think I could.
No, I don't think most of us could. So we're like, hey, what's next for you? He's like, hey, I'm trying to get a good job. He's a family man. He was waiting for things to kind of come into place so he could get back into the cars. Yeah. Well, next thing you know, things have played out very well for him, right? Super talented guy. Didn't take long. And so he picked up this TRD. And as soon as he got it, like he was already calling us up. He's like, hey, what do you think about this suspension? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? So he's already taken care of a few things already. Obviously, it's on the lift. It doesn't normally sit this high yet. But he did a very nice intake system onto this. He asked us what we thought about exhaust. After a little bit of back and forth, he decided on going with the AWE system. We got a lot of experience with AWE and like Z06s and a bunch of different platforms. So I'm super excited to hear how it's going to sound on this TRD. And while we're at it, we're doing a front mount intercooler. So,
yeah. Always need to do the front mount upgrade, it seems like.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's just like the Explorers.
Oh, yeah. The teeny tiny.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet when we get all the fascia off this and we get down to it, we're going to see a pretty drastic difference between the factory and the aftermarket. So I'm really looking forward to it. This is the right truck at the right time, especially us coming off
nice color too.
Race day. Yeah, it really is. It's a fantastic truck. Chris, thanks for giving us the opportunity to do this. We're going to get started on it, and this may actually be a complete video from start to finish. I'm not going to keep the camera rolling, though, but what we'll do is we'll take some photos and we'll take some videos as we're doing some of this stuff so you can see the installation, and then I think we're wrapping this one up today. This should be a pretty much in and out, couple-hour job. So
yeah, I think it'll be easy.
All right.
I kind of know what I'm going to be talking about there.
Yeah, video has started. I'll wait for you to get back. Okay, so we had the chance now to take the front end down off the vehicle. As you saw in the video, not too hard. Just take your time. Don't lose any of the clips. They are actually really easy to get out of your hands and fall to places that you may never find. We, of course, didn't do that because professionals, as you can tell by my glove. So what we've got here, factory intercooler. And it's a little guy. Plastic end tanks, kind of what you'd expect from OEM parts that are designed to last through your warranty period. Aaron, what do we got on dimensions on this thing?
It is 24 inches wide.
Okay.
It is 8.5 inches tall and approximately 2.5 inches thick.
Okay, 2.5 inches thick. So, and it's really that thickness, right? The girth of this thing that's going to provide the most cooling capacity.
Exactly, because that's where our thermal mass is going to go.
Okay, so I guess my question for you is, like, when we did your beautiful Explorer and we put that giant faced intercooler in there, I mean, this is almost twice the size of the factory Explorer one.
Yeah, the Explorer is 26 by 7, I think, and 2 1/4.
Okay, yeah, so this has got some more mass for that. But then we did the full face one. Its thickness, though, wasn't as, I don't think it was as thick as this, but maybe it was.
No, it's actually mine. That intercooler core, the CSF core, was 4.5 inches thick.
Oh, but that's also because you're going to push that thing up to the 800s here.
Eventually,
Yeah. All right.
soon.
So in the case of this one, this is the Sxth intercooler that the customer picked up. It's a nice full aluminum unit. It looks dimensionally about the same.
But it is 3.5 inches thick.
Okay, so we got an inch of girth on that thing.
Yeah. So that, I mean, obviously this is going to be extremely rough math, but I would say that that's going to be an extra 30%. You know, if it was 2/3, it'd be 33%, or 2 to 3. I feel confident saying 30. It does have barb fittings on the one side for factory, and then this particular intercooler has the intake air temp down there.
Yeah, so it has all the provisions the factory one has. Now what we'll do is we're going to take a picture or another video and add it to this thing that's going to show you the differences between the factory intercooler and this intercooler, so you can kind of see it for yourself. I know from this angle it's hard to see, but from the doctor, he said about 30% more flow capacity. It's 30% probably better, not
30% more volume.
more volume of air. So, and then the aluminum end tanks. What's the benefit of the aluminum end tanks that are welded on versus these black plastic pressings?
Well, if this was able to support it and we had a turbocharger that was going to do this, an octane, once you start getting into, at least based on Subarus, let's say, once you start getting into the 20-pound range for boost, these crimped plastic end tanks like to come apart.
Okay.
The Subaru is as low as 18 pounds on their top mounts. I don't know on the Tacoma specifically, but that style is known for doing that.
So we can assume, though, that at the higher boost levels, this is going to become problematic, and that's where having a welded end tank design is going to benefit you. Is there any thermal benefits to having an aluminum end tank versus plastic? Like, does it do a better job towards shedding that additional temperature?
Yeah, it should, because the plastic is an insulator, where the aluminum is going to try to pull heat.
All right.
So we're going to get a little extra heat radiation out through the in tank. It's more durable. Not that that is really going to be a consideration because of how far back it is. If you have to worry about that, you probably are having a bad day.
Yeah. If you've got trees going through the front of your grill, you're not worried about the intercooler as much.
Exactly.
All right. So, and it's too bad because it's actually a really good looking unit. The welds look nice. But now we're going to hide it behind a grill. So, well, we're going to get this intercooler out of the way. We're going to start setting up the new intercooler in there and get back to it.
But before we do that, we're going to talk about 2 tips that they don't have in the install. So they tell you to do a lot of unnecessary stuff, in our opinion. If you want to leave your hood latch attached and not worry about its alignment, there's one 10 mil bolt down here that you have to undo. You can leave the 3 up here connected. You just undo these. You undo your AC line, as they say in their instructions, and that piece just folds over and lays up here nicely.
Yeah, disconnect your electrical connectors, move them off the housing.
Yeah, and you do have some clips that you're going to have to pop, so you'll want a pair of clip pliers. You have 2 horns. The horns can stay attached. Those connectors came off real easy. They tell you to undo a bunch of stuff over here. We're going to attempt to do this differently because if you have either a universal 10 mil or you have a double wobbly set, you can get to where the intercooler bolts are. And there isn't much torque on those. I'd say probably 12 pound-feet tops. They break loose really easy. So we're going to try to drop this and leave the radiator in place.
Yeah. So slight modification from manufacturer installation instructions. We'll see how it works. Maybe we're going to end up doing it their way, but I'm actually kind of in line with Aaron on this one. This kind of seems like we've got the clearances in the room. Just pay attention, right? You're not disconnecting any of the hard lines for your AC system. That would be very, very, very bad. All you're doing is disconnecting the mount for it. And then we're going to carefully maneuver the intercooler away from that one. That's not something you really want to jack up. So let's get to it, man.
Go.
Okay, So those 6 bolts on the core support did end up becoming necessary to give us enough maneuverability to move around the factory sheet metal. Here's a good top-to-top comparison between the 2 intercoolers. As you can see, this has got the same provisions done into the cast aluminum as the plastic does. And then on the other side, you've got the same provision for your temperature sensor onto it. Otherwise, mechanically, size-wise, they're similar. Obviously, much larger core on the aftermarket unit and aluminum intakes. Aaron's, what's thought, man?
It was a little bit of a struggle. You also have to add a bungee cord, or in our case, we used a ratchet strap to support the radiator and condenser. But you can go up and over. There's 2 little hooks cast into the brackets, so it made it real easy. Just don't get mad. Take your time, and should come out pretty easy.
Okay, we're going to go back to work.
So we're done. It's back together.
Yeah. Sxth. Good product, man. Good product. Good explanation. There's a couple things people can do, like with the hood release, save you a little bit of time and definitely save you a whole lot of pain with one of those bolts. But the radiator core 3 bolts, yep, you're going to have to do that in order to massage this thing out. Toyota engineers, come on. Really? Like, a little more clearancing, save us a lot of time.
Yeah.
An access hole for a bolt, and now you don't have to come out with the double, triple wobbler.
If you're doing this at home and you have a unibit, leave that entirely up to you. You could drill this bottom one. It doesn't have to be big, maybe 5/8.
Yeah, 5/8, something enough to get the socket through.
A little bit of trimming up here.
Realistically, though, not our car. Obviously, a customer car. We don't do any modification unless approved by the customer. And in this case, we never talked to them about doing any mods. We just wanted to go through the normal installation on this thing. It worked out really, really well. This isn't a part he's going to have to change out until he's big power.
Yeah.
And then we'll be looking.
And that's if they offer a bigger one.
Oh, we'll make him one.
Well, yeah, true.
That's the benefit of this. But looks fantastic, looks stock. It maintains all the flapper valves, maintains all the original fittings and locations for everything. Very, very simple to install. I've got no complaints whatsoever. I think this is fantastic. So now we got this portion done. It's time to actually do the part I really want to do,
the exhaust,
the AWE exhaust system. So we'll do a quick front recap so you can see the intake system and hopefully portions of the intercooler, and then we'll get started doing the exhaust.
Yeah, we'll walk underneath so you can see what we're taking out.
Yep.
Look at how huge that muffler is. Goodness.
Aaron, he's got a full suitcase.
It is a suitcase muffler.
Super suitcase muffler. The exhaust sounds great on the truck. It actually looks fantastic. It probably dropped 30 pounds of weight compared to the factory exhaust system, that giant suitcase muffler. I think Chris is going to be very happy with this. What do you think, Aaron?
I think so. It also went from 2.5 to 3, so
Yeah.
Definitely allows capacity for more horsepower once he decides on the tuning solution he wants.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. We're looking forward to getting this in on the dyno, see what it does, and then tune it and see what we can pull out of the system. But all in all, last little bit for us is just going to be tighten up a couple of the brackets, make sure that now that it's been heat cycle is good, and then do a good acetone wipe down, make that stainless look pretty and stay pretty. Otherwise, appreciate y'all. Keep watching.
Subscribe.
Okay, go ahead and start it. All the condensation coming out. Brand new stainless exhaust. You're going to get a little of that. And she cleaned up. Give it a little bit of love. One more time. Hey, what's up? Brendan, Aaron, Ronin Brothers Performance. And again, just finished up Chris's very, very nice 25 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. Really actually impressed on the ease of installation of the intercooler. And I say that this is probably not a do-it-yourself at home job. Having the lift makes it much easier. There's a few things you absolutely cannot mess up, because if you do, you're not going to have air conditioning anymore. Connectors are some issues, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I put this thing probably around a 4.5, 5, maybe a 6 at tops.
You could probably do it at home. You're going to be laying in the driveway. I wouldn't want to do the exhaust without a lift, but that's because I'm lazy. But doing the intercooler, I think you could do that. The exhaust definitely it is way easier with a lift.
Yeah, the lift makes it a whole lot easier. Very happy. This intercooler, 30% more flow capacity that we were doing on basic math. I'm sure somebody's going to math us and tell us it's 28.945 or something like that. But realistically, it's going to be a great upgrade for them. The exhaust system, AWE, I love it. No drone, very good sound. Gets a little bit of that D-cell pop from time to time, which is a nice little touch for the truck. Beautiful tips, as you've seen already in the video prior to this thing. Installation, again, very good. What you'd expect from a
straightforward.
Yeah, a good company that knows what they're doing, that makes a good, solid product. So I like it way more than a lot of the cheap kits that we run across from time to time. I highly recommend, buy once, cry once. And buying the parts that he did is the right way to go on this truck, because this isn't, Grandpa's, Tacoma. This is his brand new, very nice. The truck
makes a little bit more power than Grandpa's Tacoma.
Yeah, it sure does. Turbos do that sort of thing. So I like it.
Wakes it right up.
I can't wait for you to actually get in here and start tuning it.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to start it. But yes, start tuning it would also be good.
Start tuning it. Yeah, no, we're not going to fire it up. We've got some exhaust notes for this thing already, I think, in this video. If not, then, send your hate mail to Aaron O'Neill.
At doesn'tcare.com.
Well, is adorable at doesn'tcare.com. So otherwise, though, hey, look, awesome truck, Chris. Glad you gave us the opportunity to do this. Parting shots, Aaron.
Really need to get it on a dyno so we know where we're at, and then crank it up.
And on that note, we just got an email. Our dyno is now like 15 miles from where we are right now, but we can't pick it up today. We have to wait until tomorrow. So very well. We'll pick it up tomorrow, and then we'll have some videos about setting up a mainline dyno.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
And probably the Anger is going to be the first car on.
Really? Oh, hell no. My Corvette's going to be the first one on.
Meanwhile, like, subscribe, ring the bell, click all the buttons, do the things.
Yeah. Hey, we're over 100 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. Let's see how long it takes to get to 200.
Exactly.
All right.
We'll do a 200 subscriber special.
Yep.
I don't know what it is, but we'll do one.
We'll do push-ups.
There you go. Push-ups.
Appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
Take care.